I have a small bank account, but I have a massive need of a vacation. I'm going to spend the day in Canada's most expensive city. Home of the CN Tower, Toronto Raptors, and of course, Drake.
Anita Max win.
Surpassing Vancouver in 2023 as the most expensive city. What make it so expensive? Cost of living. You need to be making at least $70,000 a year.
What?
Just to be able to afford basic life.
What?
But what if you want to have fun? Well, I'm going to trust everything in this little one. I should have at least $200 in here. Last time I checked, and that was a week ago. It's just too painful to check. I'm going to see what we can actually do in Toronto and find some of the best attractions so I can feel vacationized. So the question is, how much will I end up spending in the most expensive city in Canada? Welcome to Toronto, the Queen City of the North. I actually live in the city outside of Toronto, but I don't usually come here because I'm usually broke. So today, I need to save as much money as possible so I don't get owned by the bank. Yup, you heard it right. Have you heard of the word overdraft? Let me explain it to you, not so adult people. Overdraft is a deficit in a bank account caused by drawing more money than the account holds. A person like me needs overdraft so that by the end of the month, I could use that to pay unexpected bills. So means that if I end up spending more than what I have, I'm risking all my future bills. Something that you need to know is my overdraft is pretty big. I do have a list of the places we're going to visit today, and I'm also going to be rating them on how the experience is. Anyways, first on our vacation list, the Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. Literally the biggest aquarium here in Canada. Obviously they have a lot of fishes, but I'm hoping there's a mermaid inside.
Under the sea.
The mermaid that's on my imagination for sure. I'm pretty excited to go here because even though I'm a local, I never really been to this place and I like seafoods. Thanks. Right off the bat, you'll be greeted by this fish, a bunch of small fish, and a bunch of bigger fish. Yeah, you'll hear the word fish in this trip a lot. And then I saw the biggest crab I've seen in my entire life.
Crab. They're massive.
And this tunnel is my favorite spot. I can literally say I'm under the water, and I think I'm holding the line. I saw the species that I'm actually afraid of whenever I'm swimming in the ocean.
Freaking shark.
It's my first time seeing them in up close, and I do wonder why this shark doesn't eat the rest of the fish in the tank. And then a bunch of stingray who kinda looks like they're always smiling.
Yo, that's Dory? Where's Nemo? Right there! Hi, little one. I finally saw them in person. That one is a white mullet. But for me, that's just a massive fish. Wonder if I can build that.
And then I saw some seahorse for the very first time. Look at this cute little fellas. This jellyfish room is probably the most magical place in this aquarium. Seeing this jellyfish change color is really interesting to watch. I would definitely recommend you guys to come check this out whenever you're here. Kinda feels like you're in a big submarine, but with big windows, but without the risk of them floating. So come check it out. I mean, I would rate that 3 out of 5, only because I didn't see any mermaids. Okay, to the next spot. Editor, take me to the next spot. Behind me is one of the tallest freestanding building in the world, and I literally walked 10 steps just to get here. CN Tower used to be the tallest freestanding building in the entire world, standing at 1,800 feet, holding the record from 1975 to 2007. Once you're in, you will have to take the elevator to go to the main observation level, and the fact that you can see the outside while ascending rapidly, beware of altitude sickness.
We're heading up at the speed of 22 km per hour or 15 miles per hour. So in just 58 seconds, we'll reach our main observation. You have 2 observations to look at. The one I'm dropping you at, the one below it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Enjoy the day.
My goodness. We're so high up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, you have to see this view. Makes me think, how is this legal to be allowing people to go this high up? Literally all the buildings and cars looks like toys compared to when I was in the ground, and it's a weird perspective that I'm higher than this plane. Being this high up gives you a unique view of the city, and for some reason,
it makes me want to fly.
This is so mesmerizing, especially with the snow. Everything is white. I really feel like I'm in Canada right now. And this is probably the most Canadian vibe. They're playing like Shawn Mendes. Someone help.
One floor below, you can actually walk through a glass floor where you can see what's down there. And if you're scared of heights, good luck.
This is probably the most expensive view that I saw in my life. Is it worth it? It is. I like how high up we are, and I'm actually afraid of heights. What? I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything in my stomach right now. I usually feel something in my stomach whenever I'm scared of heights, but this time, I'm more on like amazed of what I'm seeing right now. That's what's happening. Because I'm usually down there. I'm always down there. I don't usually go up here. I'm definitely gonna come back in here. I would definitely recommend you guys coming and checking this out. So I would definitely give this 5 out of 5. I love the city. Love the city. But it's time to go to the next spot. We don't get that much sunlight in the winter time. So sooner the sun will go down and it's gonna be really cold. Let's go to the next spot. I'm so glad to have an editor. I was just here a second ago and now I'm pretty far. The thing about having an editor, he can literally do anything. If I want a dragon flying around, or maybe want to be in Morse, or maybe I want to be the most handsome guy in the world.
Obviously, I didn't swim all the way here. About 15 minutes walk from the CN Tower, you would find a port that will take you to Toronto Island Park. This island consists of 3 parts, but because it's wintertime, we can only access 1. From here, I had to wait for the ferry, and I took a quick snack while I wait. Once I'm in the ferry, I definitely had to bundle up because it's so much colder in here, but I do felt I'm in a vacation. While I'm in this ferry, I saw all the best view of the city, and who would have thought that I will have to take a ferry just to get to the other side of the city.
From here, you can take a break from being on a crowded city. This place is literally peaceful.
We may not be able to explore the whole island, but they do have one thing in common. It does provide people to have quick getaway from a big city like Toronto, unless it's summertime. And I came here specifically just to show you guys this view.
Well, as you can tell, I'm pretty obsessed with this view. I even got a tattoo of this city skyline. Let me show it to you. Yep, talk about obsessed. And yeah, I think this is the perfect spot for a picture. Well, there's not much to do in here, but to see that view, we're just gonna go to the next spot. Back in the big city. Welcome to Dundas Square. Dundas Square is kind of like a Times Square from New York. Just for the sake of any other travel website in the internet, that's why I came here.
But beware, if you're gonna come here, be cautious. There has been a lot of chaos out here in the last couple years because of the growing population of the city. Dundas Square is one of the busiest places in Toronto. And even me out here, I'm risking my life to all possible dangers.
The good thing about being in Dundas Square is you can literally find anything that you want, from food, from shopping, like anything that you can think of. That's the reason why I'm here. They said there is a place in Dundas Square that you can actually see the whole Canada. How did they know I'm a giant?
Little Canada is a place where you can actually visit and see all the major cities in Canada in extra small size. The moment I stepped
thank
in, I was greeted with warm
Yes,
welcome
for
with all this friendly staff.
Sure, obviously no. Bro, people are really nice in here. For sure. I mean, wow. Wow.
Right off the bat, you're going to be welcomed by the mini Niagara Falls, which located an hour away from Toronto. And let me tell you something, I've seen the real Niagara Falls so many times before, and this is literally the mini version of it.
Our next stop is gonna be the little Toronto. Wow. Wow. When I was in CN Tower earlier this morning, this is kind of like what my view looks like.
It's starting from the CN Tower, the Rogers Center, Scotiabank Arena, and how crowded it is on the Toronto sign, and even the construction that's happening in Toronto. At this point, I feel like I just want to go back to from being a child again.
You know the feeling when you were a child and you wanted like toys and stuff like that? This is what I wanted when I was a child. These are toys that I wish I had when I was a child. This is impressive.
It's impressive how they do all these kind of things and how they bring this mini version of all the city to life. From police stop, this boat is moving, trains, cars in the road, even this golfer is playing.
So this is how the cars work here in Little Canada. It's all powered thanks to a lithium battery. Boom. It just, but it connects. Look at that.
How?
So if you look right here, we have a little magnetic tongue. So that magnetic tongue connects perfectly to the metal wire that runs underneath all of our tracks. Cars have to stop, right? What's the reason a car would stop?
If a person is in front.
Exactly. So let's do that right now. You know what? Let's do a car crash right now. Right? It's Sunday. Let's get some aggression in. Let's stop.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Nice break.
Because of the technology.
Wow. So how did that work? Like sensor?
Infrared lights.
Infrared lights.
So if you look back here, you see this? These are infrared emitters. And you're emitting a signal basically saying, hey, stop moving, you're going to hit me. And then in the front, we have receivers, and they receive the information. And then, since they are Canadian, they legally have to be polite. So, boom, they stop moving.
Yeah, they stop moving.
Exactly.
They have to stop moving right away.
Yeah, exactly.
And say sorry to the other
Or
side.
else they become American.
Yeah. That's how it works. Alright, man, thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you
Have a
around.
good rest of your day.
You too.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but if you want to see the mini version of your city, this is definitely the best place. But make sure, if you're gonna bring your kids, be ready to build in one of these.
Well, I'd definitely rate that 3 out of 5. Only because I didn't see Calgary. I mean, I used to live in Calgary, so I want to see it. Anyways, it's time to go to our next spot. I'm pretty tired. Doesn't work. Finally, and here we are at our last location for today, the well. I only came here to do one specific thing, to learn about the planet Earth. I'm gonna look for it.
One of the newest outdoor mall in Toronto, the Well offers new experience from shopping, eating, working, playing, and living space, and I've seen this too many times on my TikTok For You page. There is a place out here that offers multi-sensory journey that combines creative art, installations, and exciting technology to inspire us to take action towards more sustainable future. Basically, it shows what impact we humans do to our planet.
Arcadia Earth.
Inside Arcadia, each part has different things to learn about the environment and how us humans are causing it, while enjoying a massive projection of light. That made me feel like I'm in a different dimension in every room. And can someone explain me what's happening here? I thought that is about saving the planet Earth, and maybe I forgot that I'm vlogging. Maybe because I'm amazed with what I'm seeing, and my mind can't handle so much lesson at the same time. Anyways, there's some time in life that you just gotta live the moment and forget the real world. Although, this experience is about the planet.
Man, that is something I haven't experienced and seen before. I mean, that just opened up my mind of what's really happening outside. So I'll probably give that like 5 out of 5 because I haven't experienced that kind of stuff before. So I just realized that I'm so caught up just working every day and trying to pay all the bills, and I forgot to have fun and treat myself for a little while. Today is like an eye-opener for me that taught me to treat yourself and have a little break once in a while. And if the problem is money, yeah, it's a problem. But always find things that you can actually do without breaking the bank. Speaking of breaking the bank, transition to the moment of truth. The hardest part after you go for a vacation or spend money outside for a day is checking your bank account after and how much money you have left. And I think I spent over $200 today, which is a little bit over my budget. So I gotta check how much I have left. Yeah, that's my last. Yeah, that's. That's my that's that's my last vacation for the year. I gotta do this. I gotta make the money back somehow.